yeah, I will continue wearing it for now.
In good news, the rest of the tower seems to be about for now. Distracted.
Understandable.
Right, so I shrug my shoulders and go back up again to like check all the rooms.
Okay, give me investigation. Oh, hang on, wait. This spoopy has stopped.
Really, there should be. Is it a dungeon world that is like whenever you fail something, you get better at it?
You get experience.
Something like that. It doesn't feel as bad.
Okay. You find nothing out of the ordinary in just a ruined tower.
Okay, then I guess we
Camp downstairs and go to sleep.
Yeah. Put down our bedrolls. Ready for sleepy time. I would suggest keeping watch.
Okay. In which case, I will need. No, we decided how we're doing this. I'm gonna find my dice and I'll just fucking roll here. I can't be asked.
Oh.
The night passes uneventfully.
Oh, we didn't even have to keep watch. Amazing.
You did keep watch, but
We didn't have to roll as well.
We didn't have to do it well.
Didn't have to actually. Alright. Then I guess in the mud. So like it's just a tower, right? Basically here, and then the wall. Like that.
Yeah.
There's no other buildings.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, like visible in the distance once the.
Yeah, we see the farmstead, right?
Yeah, it's burned out.
But nothing else there. No like storerooms, right?
Correct.
Okay. Then I guess. So our plan was to go like straight fucking south, right? Like just like that.
Like maybe through the edge of the forest.
Yeah, like. Alright, so I guess we start doing that.
Right.
Keeping a lookout for any Lich Kings. You muted, Josh?
Say, but just Lich Kings, nothing
exactly.
else.
Like, I don't care if we see like fucking undead.
Okay, advantage to spot Lich Kings, disadvantage to spot anything else.
I'll take it.
Wait, don't we have to look at stuff to determine if it's a Lich King?
Yeah, but if it's
Advantage
not,
on anything that could be a Lich. Okay, then we take it away again.
Let's not get too philosophical about this. You subconsciously ignore it.
Got it.
Okay. So you begin traveling for the. Oops, move the thing I didn't mean to. You begin traveling for the new day.
It's a new day. It's a new day.
So let me determine random encounters. Okay. The morning passes uneventfully. You find yourselves skirting a little more west than a direct path due south would take you, just to use the trees of the Whispering Forest for cover from any like potential being spotted by farmsteads or travelers on the road between the Castle Estate and Death Knell. So like lunchtime, you're sort of about here-ish.
Ooh, travel fast.
Can I roll a quick knowledge track? Anything Fae related?
On anything Fae related.
This is knowledge check for everything you've ever heard about the Fae.
You haven't
anything general.
Okay, you can roll me a knowledge check.
Check.
And give me
Fae.
Arcana.
Can I roll a knowledge check about magic?
14, I know everything.
You are aware that Fae
Fae.
is a thing.
Right, what does it mean?
And that it like has to do with weird magic.
Sick.
Good work, Jack. Good work.
excellent.
Yeah. I am on the lookout for anything weird magic related.
Ooh, same.
Okay.
Such as Lich King.
You have lunch, subtract rations, and continue traveling for the afternoon, making it to here by the time it gets dark, and encounter nothing.
Lucky break so far.
Mm-hmm.
You set up. Just I can't remember. I can never remember who has tents and stuff. Like, or if you've got a
Tent.
setting does it.
Just sleep on the
Think-
ground like a dog.
I think I had it. Not sure though.
Well, okay. In which case, either way, can I have the survival check of finding a place to sleep from
Yeah.
Shallan, please?
What was my survival again? It's been a
I
bit.
always said I have a better one. Maybe I've lied in the past. Who knows?
17.
You got 2 of 3.
Yeah. What are we thinking today?
You had a pretty comfy night at Tower like this.
We did. By
Mhm.
comparison.
We can
Yeah,
be
we'll
a
do
little-
the not comfortable one.
Yeah.
The other two though tonight.
Okay, so hidden and
Here?
yeah, so yeah, secure and you've good advantage. So you find somewhere that is uncomfortable but it's secure and has good advantage.
In
I'll
the
roll an
trees.
encounter. I'll decide
Fucking
what it is.
trees.
It's really taxing my imagination to
It's a tree.
come up with
New
The
ones every
treehouse.
time.
without just reusing. It's a windmill every time.
We are in the Netherlands after all.
Okay. What's the order of watches?
Shallan.
Sure. I don't think it used to be, but okay.
Shallan.
Nah, that's fine. No, maybe it used to be that. I don't know. Right. Do we have to do them then, Chris?
Yes, please.
Oh, no.
In the order in which they occur.
Oh shit, that's me.
Perception checks, right?
Perception, please, with advantage, because you have
Advantage.
advantage.
2d8.
And we can't sleep very well, so we're very alert. It's uncomfortable should actually also count for advantage.
What else did I do that? Like that?
Fancy people, not just rolling twice.
26.
12.
Or really fancy people making macros.
Even fancy.
Yeah, that's
Twice.
so much work.
Too fancy.
We have the 3 different levels of fanciness.
Okay, so from your very, very large and covering thorn bush atop a hill.
The worst place to hide. I was in protect. Everyone's like, that bush is wiggling around a lot.
There's like perfectly bare, like there's a perfect
just
area right
in the-
behind the thorn bush. But like no. In the thorn bush, guys.
Fucking
In the thorn bush.
That's what you get with A70.
It's fine.
Oh, hang on, give me a second.
Yeah.
So dumb.
So dumb.
It's like in fucking Fortnite. It's all got the fucking bush skin and they just sit on top of a hill. It's like, oh, no one will see them.
The soul, so.
I refuse, Chris. If you told us this was it, I would refuse to sleep here.
Have you guys been looking through any more of the new updated doc?
Yeah, I've been glancing through.
Magic is a little bit different.
A little bit or a lot?
Just a little bit. Like, apparently they've added now, for at least priest, you have a spell book of some kind.
Oh.
That's weird to me,
Yeah.
but
More,
sure.
more weight in the bag.
Well, it's that, and now you're limited, right? Like before, you basically had all spells,
Yeah.
and you just could cast whatever you needed as you go.
Yeah.
I don't have that now. I have prepared spells, and then they now have repeat casting a spell. So repeating the same spell multiple times, like in a row, it decreases the cost in mana by half. So if I do Moonbeam twice, the second time it's only half the mana.
Wow.
As well as they've changed some things on, where is it?
Okay, so
Mana-
thorn bush.
Yes, mana cost for spells is a little bit different.
Hmm.
Cool.
Top a
Thornbush.
hill offering a good view.
What about Chris? In World of Warcraft, or in the Warcraft universe, warriors don't use magic, right?
No, they use rage.
Yes.
Like, but it's
The
not
best way
anything
of-
magic. Like, for example, I'm looking at Thunderclap, and it's like I slam my sword into the ground, and like a thunder wave happens.
You're really angry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How am I that strong and not like just cutting trees by
learned
one
to
swipe?
channel
Or
You
your
can't do,
own
you can't do very much, right, Jack?
rage.
It's not in the strength. It's in the angle at which you smack your sword. It's like when you crack a whip. You know, like the tip of it cracks because it's going faster than the speed of sound. You don't move your hand
Awesome.
faster than the speed of sound. It's just all in the technique.
so.
Yeah,
Okay. I can do a shockwave in a 5-foot thick line, 30 feet long, dealing my weapon damage to all creatures in the area of effect, plus 2d6 bludgeoning damage.
sounds legit, yeah.
Yeah, it's
The
all in
terrain
technique.
damage becomes
I mean, like,
difficult
Jack,
terrain.
There's one that's like I go invisible. No, that doesn't make any sense. Like I don't have magic, but the spell literally says it's like you cast invisibility. Like
Yeah.
It's all in the technique. Okay, Shallan,
Yes.
you are keeping watch from
Mhm.
the edge of this thorn bush. When in the tree line nearby, sort of around at the base of this convenient hill that you found, you spot sort of ghostly dancing lights, like little floating orbs of pale orange
magic.
between the trees.
Mm-hmm.
Just sort of skitting, you know, you've been watching it. It hasn't been happening all the time, but you notice it begin to happen. Sort of skittering in and out of sight between the trees, little orange
Yeah.
globes.
We
Possibly attached to something not glowing, but you can only see, like, you know, it could be
Angle
people
of
carrying
fish.
torch or something, but you can only see that. Yeah, it could be anglerfish, but you can only see the glowing appendage of these potential land anglerfish.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Land anglerfish, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Or anything else. Or it could just be floating orange globes, you never know.
Right.
Yeah.
But I see glowing and no, don't fuck with is probably the.
Maybe you're like in section like ooh shiny, go towards.
You haven't made a weird magic check yet. You might not know.
I have tiny hut. I forgot that. I have the mold whatever tiny hut technically as a spell. Now that we're level 5, all the spells I get just do that.
I don't know what that means.
So Demon's tiny hut is like a 10 by 10 invincible.
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 It's like
Yeah,
it's
like
like a
literally
force
magic-
wall.
Yeah, like people can't
Oh.
penetrate it. Magic can't penetrate it.
Right.
People on the outside can't see
I
through
feel
it.
like, I feel there was like a way to get inside it. No.
You gotta know the password.
You can like designate creatures or something when you cast it or some shit like that. They can
Tiny
pass
hut.
through it. I can't remember the wording of
It's
it.
basically like people who were inside of it when I cast it can leave and enter back in, but no one else can.
It's like a
Wait,
mini
I can't-
Wakanda.
This is normal
sounds
5e?
sounds OP in combat, right? You just like step out, make your attack step out.
Yeah.
Is it normal 5e or just in a...
It's normal 5e.
It's normal 5e, and it's one of my favorite spells because it lasts for. It's not concentration. Lasts for 8 hours.
Takes
So
a
even
minute
if
to
there
cast
was-
though, so it probably wouldn't work that well in combat.
If you can
Right.
prepare it, but yeah.
But it's awesome. Anyway,
So wait, from now on you wanna do that like every rest, or is
no.
it
I'm
just
just
in
saying,
there?
like, if we're ever in like really, really bad hostile territory and really worried, we can
Yeah.
always tiny hut it up.
I don't know how it gets more hostile.
Anyway,
Anyway, so I will
There
basically.
is-
Sorry. Can I make any type of like?
yeah, you can give
Additional
me
check to see if I can
a
recognize what it
nature or arcane with advantage.
This 12.
Okay. You are a night elf.
Yes.
These lights you are seeing
Uh-huh.
put you in mind of wisps. I'm not saying they are wisps,
Right.
but they put you in mind of wisps. And you know about wisps, being a night elf.
Yes.
You know that wisps are ancient spirits of nature that inhabit the forest lands of Kalimdor. No, they inhabit forest lands of Kalimdor. You're not in Kalimdor. Legends say that wisps are actually the disembodied spirits of deceased night elves, but these rumors have yet to be proven. The wisps act in unison with the night elves and serve to strengthen the demigod-like trees known as the Ancients. Beckoned by the night elves, wisps are capable of animating various trees and expanding themselves into rough-hewn structures of living wood and stone, as per Warcraft 3. Wisps are mysterious forest spirits of unknown origin. Wisps are forest spirits that heal ancients and keep the forest clean and pure. They are dedicated to the well-being of night elf forests. They are connected to the forest on a supernatural level, rivaling that of Cenarius' children. Indeed, many believe that wisps often evolve into mighty ancient protectors and other creatures. Wisps play a major role in night elf life by creating and repairing their wooden structures. In addition to healing living wood with their mere touch, they can detonate themselves to banish or kill summoned monsters, such as the outside elemental or several kinds of undead. Wisps have little intelligence, free will, or self-interest. They appear to exist purely to serve the will of the night elves. They are small fae, and they are typically neutral good. Well, I guess they're pretty much always neutral good. They have some traits. They can extract wood, draws wood, and form it into shapes as per shape wood. Usually form houses, weapons, and ships. They can detonate, which replicates the effects of the detonate mana spell. It's a second level spell, blah, 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 successfully essential on the wisp. Does you can detonate, which breaks reaction, kills the wisp, dealing points of 1d4 plus 1 point of mana burn and 10 for sphere. If the mana point, blah, blah, blah. They can blow themselves up and deal damage. They can plant ancient. This is really useful. The wisp can plant itself to create an ancient. The process creates any type after a number of years. For example, after 100 years, you can create an ancient of law, war, or wind. And after 500 years, you can create a Tree of Life.
Wow.
They can cast, apart from their ability to detonate, they have spellcasting, light, and thaumaturgy. And they can also cast Rejuvenation, Fade, and Conjure Creature. And as attack actions, they can bump into you. So they have a corporeal resistance because they have a slam attack.
So the question is,
but they normally have like a kind of bluish, whitish glow. These have a sort of what we've seen down has an orangey glow. And they're a bit bigger than wisps.
Did the Night Elves technically use a wisp then to plant the new tree?
For Teldrassil? I mean, like, I would guess multiple wisps were involved in the formation of Teldrassil, but I'm sure wispiness was in some way essential to the happening.
Cool. Okay. I mean, I think I just nudge Talia to wake her up and give her my best guess that I think, and point them out, and then give my best guess that I think they are wisps. Or a variation of wisp-like creatures.
I'll look at them sideways and say, don't look quite right.
No, but again, the only wisp we would have ever seen would have been in From Home.
Chris, can I roll a history check to see if there's ever been any night elf presence in this part of?
Yes, you may roll a history check with advantage, with a low DC.
I mean, it means...
You have at least +2.
Oh, 19.
There's not been any... I mean, night elves have been here, but there has never been a night elf civilization here, no.
Not for a small village or druidic circle or anything like that. Never in my life have I wished to be a druid, but this might be one of those moments. Do we perhaps try and communicate with them? Or does the color indicate something dangerous? Well, first of all, perhaps we should wake up Simon. Thing now.
Sure.
Okay.
So I'll go over and poke him with the rose bush. The thorn bush. No.
Silas, you are poked.
In more ways than one.
Okay, so I've been woken up.
Yes.
Generally, no more box.
Well, thornbush, that's slightly better.
Yeah. Alright, so I get working on my what's the matter?
So I kind of just point out
The orange wisps.
Alright, Chris, do I have any idea what they could be?
You may roll me.
and they kind of give you the same thing. Like
Arcana or Nature.
Arcana or
they look similar to wisps from where the night elves live. But
I don't know. Do I even know what a wisp is, Chris?
You don't even know what it is. You don't
I'm like, oh yeah.
Of
It's like
course.
those things. Yeah, it looks just like them.
Nice.
Yeah, no, you got nothing. It's the anglerfish.
I kind
So
of like
the problem is,
anglerfish.
one, night elves have never been here, and two, the cost doesn't seem quite right.
Yeah, what does a wisp normally look like? I've heard of them, but never actually.
like that.
Blue.
Yeah.
Like blue. Maybe they're angry wisps.
Well, it could be. I don't imagine humans being all connected to nature that they have vision of this.
Wait, are wisps like I don't know much about them. Like they're pretty just like neutral, right? Pretty like leave them alone.
Uh,
As long as you
Where
don't
from-
disturb nature, they are
They're-
usually
yeah.
chill.
Nah, we haven't
They're-
disturbed much nature apart from this fucking bush.
the
Did you-
bluish ones
The
that we're
sacred
used to
bush.
are somewhat friendly with the night elves.
Alright,
help
do you wanna
us.
try perhaps communicate with these?
Could attempt to. The worry is, I do know they have an ability which could completely kill me.
Oh yeah, that's the kill ability.
They are quite powerful. Alright.
They, again, as a protective measure, they're able to sacrifice themselves and detonate.
Ah. So we just leave them.
So the trees here, Chris, are they like dead or alive or like,
They're
no,
alive.
and like healthy?
Yeah, sure.
Available.
Yeah.
Could I summon to go and talk to them?
Sacrifice everything except for us.
Sacrificial lamb, obviously.
Oh yeah, just yes.
Does this seem fade to you, Jacko?
Oh yeah.
What about
Kinds of-
Firefly? It looks like the Firefly Hearthstone card, Chris.
Oh, that's an elemental.
How do you know this isn't?
Can I summon an ancient
I mean,
tree
at,
of
at
life?
this range, like not dissimilar to the Firefly Hearthstone card.
Hmm,
There's orange glows in the distant tree line.
interesting.
Alright, I look at Silas and say, alright, this seems to be part of the scope description. I'll go investigate. And I walk towards it.
Okay. How close are they? Chris?
100 feet.
100 feet.
So I could
Like-
summon a dryad.
Okay, I turn back. You mean... Okay.
It would take a bit.
Why don't we just leave them alone? Like, just watch them if they get near or
Fair
come
enough.
towards us. We just.
We could do that.
But if it is a spirit like a whiff, we should not disturb it though, right?
Might be... Don't have much experience dealing with them.
But if it is dangerous, we might well wait for them to come to us instead of you going to them by yourself.
True, I've heard rumors of spirits being numerous, but don't know the number, so... Conclusion, too far reached. So let's, yeah, okay, so you want to stick to the edge of the forest then? Just in case.
Wait, do we want to?
Mm-hmm.
We already are. What do you mean?
Yeah, like not venturing deeper. We don't
I mean,
disturb
just
them.
stay where we are. Just to go back to keeping watch. Like none of us see for a little bit. I'm suggesting, but like we just stay exactly where we are.
Mhm.
See if they're leaving or if they're gonna come annoy us, and then we have to do anything.
Yeah. So we'll just keep watching them for a while, quietly.
Wait, yeah, so... Hold on, this dryad you speak of. Similar to the cat you've been summoning?
I mean, in the fact that I can summon it,
Four-legged?
yes.
'Cause I was under the impression that that wasn't an actual cat that we were sacrificing. It was kind
I
of
mean-
a magical spirit, some kind.
It's more of a spiritual version, temporarily brought to life.
But
So it
this,
doesn't have free will
Dryad.
or anything like that.
No.
the dryads, they sentient creatures.
The ethics are a bit.
I mean, I would be extremely curious to see how that works, but I guess we'll find out at a later date.
Don't ask me, man. The mechanics are a little weird on some creatures and stuff. So.
But you've never summoned one before.
No.
Let's keep that in
I've been taught the basics.
the back pocket.
Yeah. I was trying to think of anything that I knew was taught how to summon that could interact with them in hopefully a good way.
Yes, yeah. They both share a similar role, I suppose. Forest.
Chris, are they doing anything while we're talking?
I mean, they're continuing to move about, flip between the trees, but no.
Just leave them. Anglerfish. We're not that free.
But you said I don't give a fish. Alright, so I guess I'll go back to sleep.
I mean, I'll stay up for like 20 minutes, but then I'll head back to sleep.
Yeah, I'll just keep watching for the rest of mine. Watch.
Yes.
Okay. About 5 to 10 minutes after you let your guard down.
Wait, so am I asleep now or no?
You're in the process of drifting off. You're not fully asleep, so like you're not going to get a perception check to be woken up, but like someone's going to have to like call your name for you to be aware that anything's happening. A number of them, Shalana, it's not immediately easy to determine because it's from all directions, but in fact happens to be 5. Detach themselves from the tree line and begin rapidly floating up the hill towards your bush.
Wait, but I don't notice this, so I'm drifting off.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I like the bush though.
You guys are going to have to, the tokens like I just took from a map where you have
Dude, they're in a very
so
nice
you have
attack
to
formation.
adjust
Dude,
your,
Wait, I have
adjust your
full
health
HP,
and
right?
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, all that
Yeah.
and stuff.
Alright.
And like the health values on these tokens might be wrong as well. So
No, it's correct for me.
Nah, it's right. My god, shitty HP. That's all.
Yeah, I think it's... Wisp question mark?
Yep.
Yep.
Alright, where's my anti-wisp magic? What do I got? Ooh, elementals.
Maybe they're still fun. Maybe they're
I mean, could be.
They have health bars and are coming at us.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Oh, maybe with a good diplomacy roll or something.
Ooh.
like with the bear.
Nicely.
Yes!
Animal handling.
Mm-hmm.
So, could everyone who is currently aware of Shalan basically roll?
Somehow they knew the exact time they come over. We'd all like, got off our guard. Bastards. It's like they're telepathic.
Well, I mean, it was like 10 minutes after you stopping. 30 minutes after I stopped. How long does it take to summon a Dryad?
That would take a while because it's a sentient creature. It takes like the full minute, I think.
He is a sentient creature. It's bad to have it die all the time.
Well,
No,
I'm trying to remember like the exact wording on it because it's super long.
Is that 15 your initiative, Josh?
Yes. So the casting time is 1 hour unless it is an animal, fey, or plant.
and it's
So let me actually check if it's a. It might be fey.
and it's 1 action.
Then it's 1 action.
Oh Jesus, yeah.
Jackie, you should have known this. You're all about Faye.
I know, right?
Chris, he'll know, right?
Huh? Oh, too far.
I don't think a Dryad is fed, but like it might be, conceivably. So I'm glad.
Yeah, exactly. That's It's a good question. I don't know. Dryad, medium fey.
There you go.
Totally could. Yeah,
So
fuck
you can
that.
summon a
I will
centipede
summon a
sentient.
dryad.
Oh. Man, I feel like we're bad people now for just.
No, but, like,
summoning
there's
sentient
Why?
creatures. But it's a sentient creature. It's like killing someone if it dies.
No, it is a summoned thing. It's not an actual like.
But
It
it-
doesn't.
Wait, but it's
But it can make
born. It
decisions
has,
as well,
yeah.
right? You don't control it, or do you?
Again, it's like think of it as if you were summoning a secondary version of yourself with different abilities.
Yeah, I feel bad about killing them. If I have a problem.
It's not real though.
but it
It's
has
like
George, have you ever seen The Prestige?
Yeah, I've seen the Prestige.
But it has its own source and everything, right? But you can like ask it questions and stuff, so it knows stuff that you don't, which implies it has its
Possibly.
own kind of, like, yeah, so which implies.
yeah, it speaks Sylvan. I do not.
Yeah, so it does. It's not just like a random thing, because it has more knowledge than you have.
So think of it this way. For Night Elves, if I'm summoning a Dryad, it would be I'm summoning the deceased version, like the spirit that's around in nature, because that's your spirits go back to nature when you're a Night Elf, I believe, right?
Yeah, I mean that's what I
Something similar to
believe,
that.
but I'm not sure.
Right. But you could turn into a wisp even, because that's an unproven fact. So that's where we think the idea is like you're bringing them
God.
back temporarily to continue to help the Night Elves.
Seems kind of fucked up for that person.
And it's
Well,
like
yeah, like if it dies, if it then returns to the spirit form or whatever that came from, then it's fine. But
it would change nothing. It just goes back. It's a temporary stay. It's like, hey, come back temporarily and help us.
Gosh, we need answers on this.
Back to where you were. If it takes so much damage that it dies in terms of this form, it just goes back to what it was before.
Sure, you can
I
say
see
that, but I
nothing
don't know if
wrong.
that's how this
Nothing
works. So
wrong.
you say that.
That's how I want it to work.
So yeah, I will summon a Dryad here. Yeah.
Try it. It's orangey and turns around and attacks you.
It shouldn't have had a question mark by that.
Okay.
Unless like orange tint to this, like orange. Ah.
It has 36 HP, 3 above average.
Yeah, that's more than. Oh no, it's not more than so.
Hey,
More than you
what?
do.
It has 20 mana,
Oh
so
god,
that's cool.
it's all gonna get
What,
exploded by the wisp.
It could, but better than me, because again, it'll go back to what it was before.
Dangerous line of logic there.
Debatable.
Better it than me.
And then basically, again, it's a mental thing. As long as I have line of sight, I have basically telepathy to command it. No action required. So yeah, I will basically have it start to go out and try to speak. Do I know what language they would speak? Like, would it be Elvish, Sylvan?
Wisps? They don't really speak.
Yeah.
Wisps, as far as you know, don't like the wisps that you know of do not speak or understand a language.
Oh, they don't understand at all.
They're
Okay.
sort of they're directed by like rituals and I don't know, like if you draw like the outline of a house on the ground, they know to grow a house there. I guess.
They're great architectures.
If you push like a B and
I mean,
then
so it's just like
P,
Sylvan, right? I
and-
believe Sylvan is like the language of life or something like the.
Sure.
I mean,
So
a dryad would know, right? So how if
Right.
there's any way to communicate with a wisp, how to. So
Yeah. So kind of go out and do dryad things and try to speak in Sylvan to it.
Tell
And-
the dryad to go out and do dryad things.
Shush you.
It just trots to the tree line and frolics in the moon wells.
Exactly. Yeah. But I'll have it. It's got 30 feet. So yeah. Come out. Oh, there. Feet. And it just speaks in Sylvan.
I
And
guess
basically
it just acts on
a
your
Sylvan
turn,
welcome.
right? So
Yes. And does a
okay,
welcome.
so- okay, I don't need to add initiative.
No.
welcome to our thorn bush.
Basically.
Okay.
And that'll technically be my turn.
The dryad trots out and begins to appease the wisp.
Mhm.
Question mark. Shortly before you end your turn, you recall that your companions are still trying to get to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
I am loudly snoring.
Poke him a bit.
I'm like the
As a,
fuck.
as a bonus action, can I like smack him
Yeah,
around
you
a bit?
can you can call, or you can even just talk to them. You know,
Yeah,
you could
like-
use words and be like, "Winky,
They're-
winky."
they're back.
hands off
They're
Snoop."
coming. They're coming towards us.
Okay, Talia and Silas, you're
Yeah.
awake. You'll roll into initiative next turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think this round will shake me awake no matter what. So.
Probably if they detonate on me, sorry, we're all dead. We're just. Ugh.
I have a good amount of HP.
Yeah.
Hope it's some constitution saves.
All I know is
Can
this.
the dryad communicate like telepathically or something with you?
Yes, as long as I have line of
Okay.
sight, it's telepathically.
Okay. Unfortunately, you're in a
So,
thorn.
okay.
But,
That's something I'll bring up after this combat. Because otherwise it'll get way too weird. How should reading through Conjuring Creature and it's like, oh dear. What is everyone doing?
The wisps are doing
the
something.
wisp flies up to
To Dryad.
the dryad. Yep. To
Mhm.
the dryad communicates with you, Shallan,
Mhm.
and says,
Right voice.
well, it's telepathic, so really it's just a thought. Doesn't need to
Oh,
be,
it would then
doesn't need to be a
Shallan's
dryad voice.
Shallan's voice.
And says,
What accent does the thought have?
He says, there is something very wrong with this wisp. As the wisp tries to bump into the dryad.
Okay.
A room, you two.
What's the dryad's AC?
Dryad's AC. That's a great question. Let me pull it up. 15.
The wisp successfully bumps into the dryad.
It's very tough to bump into. I'm looking at it.
Okay.
Forcefully and deals 8 points of damage to the dryad.
That's one
This
hell of a
asshole.
bump. One hell of a bump.
Maybe it's just a
Swoops
form of
in,
greeting?
Smashes into the dryad.
Form of greeting. Yeah,
This
exactly. You go do it to
one-
it. It's right.
Moves to here.
Mm-mm.
Wait, but wisps in Warcraft 3 are slow as shit, right?
Fly speed 40.
Hmm.
Armor. Brackets.
Uh-oh.
And casts. What does this even do?
Pleasure knowing you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, I can't be asked to deal with that. It just sits there.
Okay.
Chris, you know my amulet thing?
Yes.
It says like bonus action expend and roll one hit dice. Can I
Yes.
is it one hit dice, so one action
Yes.
for one hit dice?
Yes. This one. There.
Hmm.
This one. There.
Hmm.
And attacks Silas. Attempts to bump into him. It definitely successfully bumps into Silas.
Oh, wait, I might use lucky. Nah, fuck it, it'll be fine.
For 9 damage.
Ooh, not fine.
And this one there. Okay, end of turn. Silas and Talia roll into initiative, please. Silas.
Yeah. I'll what will I do? I will get out my short sword, silvered, and a dagger, which I think is also silvered. And I will try to attack it with the short sword, I guess. See what we're dealing with here. If it can be hurt by our mortal weapon. Not with that, it can't.
Yes, it definitely dodges your strike.
Then the other one,
It does not deftly dodge that strike.
but no sneak attack, so just a beautiful D4 damage. Oof. Have we seen to hurt it?
Yes.
Like a normal?
Yeah, like normal.
Okay.
Apparently there's something in my bag called a Maliki staff.
I could have used my absorption shield. I will. Wait, yeah. I can do it. Wait, it's a bonus action, but can I do it when I get it, or do I do it before? Like on my turn?
Before.
On your turn.
Okay, I'll just use it then, so I'm not using my bonus. Oh, no, I use my bonus action to attack, then I doi.
Doi.
Yes. Doi.
Oh, Maliki. Within the surface skill. Reduces the cast time of any animate dead spells for 1 minute to 1 action.
Nice.
That's useful.
Mm-hmm.
Sick. Okay. Right, so
Defend
I'll
me,
get
yeah.
up. Alright, let's try to defend you.
Which if I want you within 5 foot for sneak attack next time.
I have to be within 5 foot of you,
Of the enemy.
the enemy.
I believe so.
Okay, no, that's makes. Gonna go over here.
No, wait. Yeah, that is how it works like this.
So I'm in range of this guy. This guy's probably gonna attack me, and I'll try and use my gauntlet, my infinity gauntlet on this guy.
Oh yeah, you have infinity god.
I'll try and pull it towards me.
Okay. It's contested.
Athletics.
Right.
So, most exciting combat music of all.
Oh yeah, that's right. We have the special combat music in this campaign, don't we?
Yes.
What's that?
My athletics check.
Yeah, start. You successfully grip. Which one are you gripping?
The one south. And that's not
Okay.
near the door. Like,
This one? Okay.
can I like?
You grip it to you.
Can I like grip it to here and so?
Yeah, sure.
Excellent.
And then its prepared action goes off and it tries to bump you.
That's it.
Alright.
But you have much more than 11 AC, so
Ooh,
it does
yeah.
not bump you.
So it's like 10 more.
Alright, and then I'll try and swing at the guy that Salas already struck. It's been so long. Which bonus plus strength, alright.
Oh, you know what? I rolled the wrong to hit, but it's not just plus my dex, is it? Definitely not.
That's the one. Okay.
Yes, but I didn't try to put a 13 to hit them.
Would a 13 have hit them? Yes.
Oh, damn. You remember that next time.
Um,
Definitely have proficiency bonuses.
Nice.
So
And of course, out of frustration after missing, I shout my battle shout as a bonus action.
nice. Got him.
No bonus action to use a glove? What's that?
Oh, is that a bonus
Bonus.
action? It might be.
Probably something, right?
No, it's in place of an attack.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
You're right.
But I normally get 2 attacks.
Yeah.
You attack once. Okay, yeah, I understand. Yeah.
That's what it.
Smart.
Okay. So you activate your shout. Fine.
So, question:
Lon.
do I or the Dryad know if the Dryad's ability Abolish Magic would work on these creatures? So Abolish Magic is the Dryad may touch a target as a melee spell attack and replicate the effects of Dispel Magic with an effective spell level equal to 3. So if it's 3 or below,
Yeah, it probably would.
okay. And if it's higher than that, then there's a check involved. But yeah, so I'll have it reach out to try and Abolish Magic this motherfucking wisp in front of it
Okay.
first.
It reaches out his hand and says Hakai.
God damn it.
Mhm.
Which is technically plus 3. I'm assuming that's plus 6. Yeah, so it'll be plus 7. Fucking hell.
The wisp deftly whoop out of the way.
Nice. Okay. So that's its thing. And then mine, I will back up to there.
You know.
Well, at least if they
And,
explode, we're not like.
Yeah.
I really wish I had
Ow.
evasion.
What other spells do I got?
The moonlight, Chris.
There it is.
There is moonlight, yes.
Always.
Never a washing moon.
I really just in WoW, Jacko, there's always a full moon. You play the game, does it when you look up at night, is it always a full moon?
Yeah, but that's not really fair. There's only like one skybox.
Sometimes Argus is in the way.
Yeah. An August eclipse.
Yeah, exactly.
So, as a bonus action, I will summon my magical weapon
Okay.
next to this one,
Another
right
dryad.
in front of it. It's another Dryad. Yeah, no, it's not. And it's my old blade thing. What's it called again? Moonglaive. That's the one.
It's the old clave thing.
Ye old glaive. In front of it,
Oh,
and it will make the attack rolls.
With?
this question mark? Get attack question mark? Yes, 17
Yep, that hits.
plus 5 for 10. And then my action,
Push.
yeah, I'll take a shot with a silvered arrow at this one here,
Okay.
Help your dryad out.
which has advantage because nighttime bullshit. Uh, 17.
Same roll. So
Yep, that
And
hits.
then it would be d8 plus 4, 9 damage.
Dryad says to you mentally, Shallan, wait, I know what these are. They, and then the wisp detonates.
Oh, cool.
Hey, Jacko.
yeah.
Goodbye.
I'm sorry for pulling the one close to us.
Dealing.
So here's the question: is there any type of save involved for the Dryad?
There is no. It's subjected to mana burn in a 10-foot radius, equal to 7 points. And then, if the mana points are small 3, the area is subject to spell, magic effect, spell level 3. What level was the summon spell on the Dryad?
It's a CR2. But here's the thing I have to check as well, though, because technically, she is immune to all spells level 2 or lower.
This is spell level 3.
Okay, then yeah, she
There, it's-
poofs out.
Yes, the Wisp and the
Poof.
Dryad poof.
Do we get like an echo of what she was gonna say?
No.
These are angry wisps. No.
The Wisp that you pulled in, Talia, tries to bump into you.
Oh, no explosion.
25.
It's
Wait, did it look like an explosion? Did it look like it just like vanished?
No, there was like EMP.
Okay, I know an EMP shouldn't affect me. I'm not made out of magic.
9 damage, Talia.
without looking. I'm gonna try and block.
Pretty sure it'll still hurt you.
Without looking nice.
Yeah, pretty sure it will.
7.
So you get bumped for 2. This one similarly detonates.
No, it's spirit v spirit. They fight each other to the death.
6 higher than 3. Dispel level 3. I assume that the summon weapon is
Spirit.
level 1 spell.
2, but yeah.
Level 2? Yeah, okay. Then both are swooped.
Poofed.
This is nice.
Motherfuckers.
I mean, it's not bad, right? It just goes away.
Yeah, but it's...
Ooh, I skipped. This one is going to try and bump Silas.
Bastard.
Don't
tell me AC.
Oh.
15. Well,
It's a number beginning with 5th.
because I can riposte if you say
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
about to hit me. But no, 50, you saying it does not.
50.
I don't know what your
55.
AC is.
It's 17.
Then it does not hit you.
Okay, yeah.
The number was 15.
I figured.
50. Yep. Get fucked.
I mean, I wouldn't need riposte then either, so it's all good.
Okay. So it misses.
Mm-hmm.
And this one flies here
Oh,
and
Good talk, Jacko. That was
detonates
scary.
on you,
I'm
Shallan,
gonna have an official taunt yet next session. Maybe.
for 8.
8 damage.
And no, 8 points of mana.
Okay.
And then you take twice as much of that as fire damage, so 16.
I take 16 damage and lose 8 mana.
Yes.
Motherfucker.
Glad
But
these
at
are
least
not
it's
dead,
gone.
Jacko.
And if you had any spells affecting you, I don't think you do, but
No.
be dispelled. So,
Cool.
yeah. Silas.
I'm seeing all the explosions, but like to kill her before it explodes. Genius. So I'll attack the one right in front of me. with my.
Wait, if someone, if one of them explodes near you, does a Worgen curse get the spell?
No, that's not magic.
Higher level spell than that, I'm afraid.
14.
14 hits.
So sneak attack, yeah. Then I'm immune to it for some reason.
Nope, no immunity to sneak.
Ooh.
This is the hardest the only one you can reach, of course.
Oh, Jack. Oh, and then my offhand attack.
Hit.
Little sneaky 2 damage with the dagger.
Got him.
Maybe should use the bonus action and run away.
Talia.
Right, I'll try to finish it off.
I still have my movement crit. So I want to go around this side so I can't get like hit by the other one if it explodes.
So I'll
No, Jacko, no, kill
attack
him.
and
Nice
attack.
roll still.
Nope.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jacko.
No, man. I don't.
Anything else, Jacko? Any movement?
Any bonus actions?
Shala.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, I will attempt to. What's the distance on Toll of the Dead?
Toll the Dead. Target you choose a 60-foot range. Target you choose must succeed
Okay.
on a wisdom saving throw. Blah, blah, blah.
Or die.
So there, and then I will Toll the Dead on the Wisp.
Okay.
So DC 16.
DC 16
What happens if
Wiz
it fails?
save, or Spirit save. It takes D8 damage or D12 if it's missing any health. So D12 in this one's case.
Yep, necrotic damage, which I heal for half of.
Well, you heal half necrotic into your evil.
Because I have that
it
ring.
does not pass.
Seems to be
It has
Yay!
Gift of the Sand Bane. It's not
Yep.
evil at all. It's like a silver ring with a skull on it. It's not.
So it takes 9 necrotic damage, and I heal for 4.
Indeed.
No, see my blood now.
And an evil cackle emanates from the ring.
I throw it away. I'm like, and that's it. I'm done.
Soon I will possess you.
Yes, feed me. Where do you think the other half of the necrotic damage
So,
went?
I think, you know
Oh.
what?
Fucking
I mean, I have 5. That would be the last. No! Oh, wait, no. We're not using the new rule yet, because otherwise it'd be half. But I will use the last of my mana so it can't detonate on me again and summon another spiritual weapon right here.
Oh, God,
You can't burn my mana if it's not there.
Bingo.
What if it misses though?
You get it.
Don't miss.
And I'll make it the attack. Huzzah!
Okay. That hits.
Okay. For 7.
This ends the wisp.
And it explodes.
Woo!
It does
Fine,
not. It just fades into nothing.
Yeah.
Can I have technically summoned it here?
Yeah, sure.
Sweet.
This one does a fancy maneuver. It goes bam, 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 and just like.
Flurry of wisp punches.
Not many moves around like that. And it blew up.
This one bamboozles Talia
Hey, you can't see, baby.
and then attempts to bump Talia. But Talia's AC was higher than 11 and is also higher than 12, so Talia does not get bumped.
Ooh, it had 2 attacks.
No, it was 11 was the last, well, not last time, the first time I
Oh.
tried to bump Talia. I just
My
remembered
turn?
that happened a while ago.
A move up.
Yes. Silas.
Hack it. Let's get it, man. Ooh, 12?
Nope.
Oh, so 13 is a magic number.
Got it.
11. I tell you, you got it. 2 attacks, right? Bam, bam.
I was just warming up last round. Here we go.
Talia.
You gotta make your shout be worth something, you know?
Got it.
Dude,
Yeah,
and the
got
shout damage. Shout damage, right?
D8 plus strength plus shouts plus 3 thunder damage. So 11 damage.
Big modifiers. You could actually search it.
No, it's not worth.
Blind probably has it.
Lan.
It blows up for
Alright.
50 damage, Jacko. You're gonna regret it. Telling you that.
Only a small part of my HP.
I was here. How far do I
I'll
need to
regret
go?
it. I'll regret it.
Yeah, just a step forward.
Well, because you know there's a lot of wisps in the forest behind you, right?
Definitely.
20.
I will toll the dead again on it.
Okay.
So spirit
It
saving throw.
has to make, yeah. It fails.
Alrighty. So D12. 7. So for 3. Again. And then bonus action, I'll have this move 30 feet. So I'll have it go
Hey, didn't die?
Not die. No.
there and attack.
Oh,
13
Ooh, meets AC.
Meets AC.
or 12.
And finishes it.
Not even close, baby.
The plays.
calculated.
Yeah.
I start looking around for other wisps.
Yeah.
The lights in the tree line are gone. They retreated or receded.
I go back to my super comfy
Thorn bush.
thorn bush. Literally the only thing here. Try to rest.
In the yeah, in the moonlight, Shallan. In the moonlight, you glance down at to your ring, the gift of the Sand Lane. This is a silver ring, the silver skull ring.
Yeah.
And you notice like there's a little bit of blood leaking out of both of the eyes of the skull. Just a little, like a drop.
Make a perception check.
Do I know what this means?
Well, you know that the ring is gift of the Sand Lane. You know the Sand Lane are like vampires in this world, basically.
Mhm.
So it's just something to do with being vampiric, I guess.
So it's probably related in some way to the necrotic damage I dealt and was healed for.
Yeah.
Could be coincidence.
I attempt to take the ring off.
Yeah, it comes off. You get a little blood on your hand. Or do you like carefully not get the blood on you?
She licks the blood.
Yeah,
No,
it's like
definitely
it's a
not.
post-combat snack if you're a vampire.
Yeah, I'm just like carefully do it and then like, wipe it off with leaves or something.
Okay.
Put it in my bag for the moment.
Sure.
No!
The ring wishes to return to its master.
Yep.
Okay, so you know how I was saying that I was like reading through the spell?
Yeah.
So it says that you can only summon a creature from like related to your spellcasting list, which for priests is when I looked at only Fiend and Celestial.
Yeah, but it's some fucking weird moon shit, right? Because there's a reason Josh can summon it in one round, and that's because it's a fail.
No, that's normal, because that's just how the spell normally works.
I thought the conjure creature took a minute normally.
Or one action if animal fail planned, but like below it says you summon a creature from like the type related to your list.
Yeah, okay, well, he's not just a priest. Shalana she's a night elf priest, so
Okay.
I think anything I've summoned is definitely would have been something I'd be familiar with and could summon.
Sure, I'm just saying it says.
I'm saying by the rules you can.
So it's a night elf priest,
Okay.
Maybe it's just a little bit of a sort of celestial dryad, It's not like achieve much. Could have summoned anything and just missed an attack.
Yeah, that's why I didn't bother mentioning it.